So this morning we have a great lineup featuring some truly innovative partners, and we're also going to hear from renowned game designer and author Jane McGonigal.
So this is, all right, Jane McGonigal, we can clap, right? Not yet though, she's coming, but we can still clap. So our community here is full of amazing ingenuity and creativity and innovation. There's over 2,000 partners who've come here from more than 100 different companies over the course of this conference. So that's just, we're incredibly happy that they've all come and the amazing stuff that they've done. And today, we're going to see some cutting edge demos from 5 of them who participated in our App Dev Challenge. So the way they went about this is they basically developed applications on top of our code, kind of like you might think. But the point is, they didn't negotiate, they didn't sit down and go through a whole bunch of stuff. They just got started by getting started. It's not like you got to meet me or meet Kevin or meet some IBM exec in order to go build something. You just get going. You don't need to meet with us.
Yeah, it can be kind of useless to meet with us,
actually. That's what people are telling us. That's sort of kind of a challenge there. But anyway, all you need to do is go to this URL. All the stuff you need to go from demo through to production is there. The code, the marketing programs, all the things you need to do. You can build a thing just like what you're seeing today. For this contest in specific, we had 27 submissions. On Monday, 14 challengers came into a session or two. You voted. Those of you who were there voted. Those of you who weren't there voted in a couple cases too, so that was a little bit weird. But if you can't win, cheat. That's what the firms here told me. Each of the companies that presented did exactly as I suggested. They just went and built stuff. Your vote selected the 5 that we're going to see here today, the audience choice, so to speak. And so now they're going to show you their apps.
Yeah, hey, Nigel, we said we were going to get started. Let's get started.
Fair enough.
So our first demo is from Sugar CRM. So please welcome Clint Oram. So Sugar CRM is a leading CRM company. They provide open platform, web-based CRM solutions. I think many of you know that. Clint is the co-founder and CTO. And he's also read every one of the 180 Star Wars books written in English. Frankly, I didn't know there were 180 books. And I suspect he's getting bored now, and he may take up Chinese and reread them in Chinese. So we'll see. Clint?
Thank you. Well, yes, I do know how Han Solo made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, which makes me cool in the eyes of my son, but it pretty much starts and ends there. So thanks for sharing that with everybody. So by way of quick introduction here, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Sugar CRM before we get started. Fastest growing customer relationship management software company in the world. We signed up over 2,500 new customers last year alone. We have customers in over 80 countries around the world. What do? Well, we help your customer-facing professionals know your customers, right? We turn every one of your salespeople into a customer expert. But more importantly, when you're focused your entire company on recruiting, gaining, and retaining customers, you need to turn every employee in your company into a salesperson as well, when every connection counts. So let's see how we do that here. You're looking at Sugar CRM. This is the standard home page. You're logged in. You're looking at your day, what needs to be done in the day. You're working with a customer here. In this particular case, we're working with Express Cargo Logistics, and we're selling them a fleet tracking system. But what I want to do is I want to bring in my team around me to help collaborate together on closing this deal. So what I do is I select a community from IBM Connections, the Northeast sales team, and link that community in Sugar CRM over to IBM Connections. And now I leverage all the capabilities of IBM Connections when it comes to file sharing, forums, wikis, blogs, everything around building a community within my sales team to close that deal. Right away, you see that there are a series of files that are instantly available inside of Sugar from Connections that help me close the deal. Company overview, RFP response, things like that. In fact, you can load up new files immediately from your local computer, share them into the community, all within Sugar CRM. So let's take a quick look over within IBM Connections and what that means. What you see here is a community inside of Connections that allows you to do all that collaboration I was just telling you about. We have the Northeast team here, which is big fans of the New York Jets, and they are doing everything that they need to do to collaborate to win. And what you see here with this integration between Connections and Sugar is the activity stream inside of Connections allows you to directly see what's happening inside of your Sugar system. Where you see that deal that we were just looking at is being shared with the rest of the team, the rest of the company, and in fact, when you're logged in directly inside of Connections, using this Open Social Embedded Experience gadget here, you can actually update your Sugar CRM record from directly within Connections. Let's go ahead and close this deal because we won it by working with them to close the deal with the rest of the team. And what you see there, we just closed the deal from within Connections, and I go back over to Sugar, and you'll see that we just progressed that deal from negotiation. This is always the fun part when you're doing a live demo, right? And we just moved it to closed one. So that's the beginnings of our integration here with Connections. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to show it. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you very much, Clint. That was awesome. So our next demo is from Reich. Please welcome Andrew Filev. So Reich is a provider of social project management software. This helps companies efficiently get things done together in real time. Andrew's hobbies include programming artificial intelligence and also jujitsu. So you got to clap. Otherwise, he's coming at you with the jujitsu. So Andrew, over to you.
Thank you. So by implementing enterprise social software, you're going to make your workers more productive, be they co-located or mobile. And the next logical step on the journey is getting more visibility and control into what they're doing, what's done, and what their plans are. And today I'm going to show you how innovations from IBM Connections and Reich help you do that more efficiently and derive more business value out of your social implementation. So for starters, let's look at the email, still the most widely used collaboration tool with 40-year-old user experience. Now we're changing it and doing that pretty dramatically. So in this example, Bill from US headquarters get an email about a task that needs to be accomplished. In this particular case, it's a TV campaign for one of their new products. And so in this case, he forwards that email to Dan in the Japanese office. So far, so good, pretty familiar. But he CC'd Reich in that email, and that's going to start the whole magic. So now we see Dan's profile in Connections. Dan's page in Connections. He gets a new notification that email from Bill has arrived. And when he opens it, suddenly it's a whole new experience. Instead of old, boring, static email, he's got the live collaboration workspace where he can get all the details about the work that has to be done. And he sees all the files and discussions and everything. But what's even more important, without sending new emails and branching it, he can update that in the real time right in there. So here we can see that he opens a doc file and changes it, and it saves it back into the cloud, increments the version, and everybody now has access to the latest change and also the previous versions as well. And he's got a comment to share back to Bill, and so he's going to type it right in there, and Bill and everybody else on the team will see that in the real time across all their devices and platforms that they're using. In this case, he also uploads one of his local files. So when he does that, let's go back to Bill now. So to get this job done, they need a contract from Kelly, their attorney, who right now is on the business trip at Hong Kong. So Bill, as a boss, plugs Kelly in to let her know that she's got a job to do, and also assigns the tasks to her, which gives us a very nice way to demo you beautiful mobile apps that we built that help you stay in the loop of your tasks and projects no matter where you are. And whether you're a manager or a doer, you get a clear picture of what's going on. So in this case, Kelly's on top of it. He reviewed the documents and said that she's going to take care of it. Now let's go back to Bill. So Reich and IBM are both inherently social, and we've looked at how we revolutionized email experience, but emails even if you do them in a better way, if you have 200 emails, it's not very easy to keep track of where things stand. And Rike and Connections have your back covered. So in this case, we see on the Bills page, we have Rike widget that shows him all the tasks that he either created or that are assigned to him, and so he can mark them as complete. He can create new ones. He can assign them. Again, all the system, as you can see, is very modern. The user experience is beautiful, and it's all got updated in the real time and propagated through the whole team. So in this case, he reassigns a task, he reschedules it, bumps up the priority. This description field in the task, this is actually online document editing where you and I could be typing and seeing each other changes in there at the same time. Bill's also going to attach a file from one of their file clouds that he plugged into the system in a second. So that's good. And then, as you can see now, all their important changes that you're following, the tasks and projects that you're following, they also get pushed into your activity stream in Connections, which is a nice way to stay in the loop of things. Again, going back to our question of what your team has accomplished lately and what's going on their important projects and tasks. Here we go. But now I'm going to give you just a short glimpse into the full experience. So we've seen their social part of it, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Rike has a lot of project work and task management tools that scale very well for your team and help you manage projects of 20 tasks and projects with more than thousands of tasks. Our largest account right now has more than 200,000 tasks in the system. So in this case, we're not just going to work on an individual task. In one click, we're going to build the timeline for all the tasks and emails and projects that we've exchanged. We're going to connect tasks with dependencies, reschedule, move them around. It's all, again, interactive, real-time, very modern experience. We can also switch to the resource workload view to see who's overbooked, underbooked. We can reallocate resources based on that. And another important point, again, is that those are the same tasks that you just now collaborated on through Connections, email, mobile, and everything. Those are not separate plans that you maintain and shelf. And this concludes my short demo. There's much more to say, so if you're interested, please visit us at the booth downstairs in B77 or go to our website.
Thank you, Andrew. So our next demo is from App Fusions. Please welcome Colin Gowdy and David Simpson. So App Fusion is a social business and engineering system integrations firm with over 40 packaged solutions to their credit. Colin describes himself as just a nerd who loves programming, science, and life. And David enjoys outdoor adventures, most recently driving to this event through a blizzard. And we'll be introducing him to the Greenwell guys, and we'll get him ropes and other things from the session on Monday. Guys, you ready?
Awesome. Sure. So, hi, I'm Colin.
Hi, I'm David.
And we're super excited to show you some software that we've been working on over the last few weeks or so. So, just first, a little bit about us. We're from App Fusions, and we build software that solves mixed technology integration problems. What does that mean? We like to try and bring business and the development engineering workflows a little bit closer together. So two of those key players that we're talking about today is IBM. Some of you guys may be familiar, and Atlassian. Now, Atlassian builds some software development and collaboration tools, and that's what we'll be demoing today. Pretty much our integration between Atlassian and IBM Same Time and IBM Connections. So let's get started. Right? So Dave, I hear we can create Jira tickets right from within IBM Connections.
Sure, that's right. Let's do that. So we're clicking here on the Share button, going over to the Jira tab here.
All right.
And there you go.
And I can see seamless integration there. It's pulling in Jira projects, Jira tickets, issue types straight into Connections there. How does that work?
Sure, this is using Open Social Gadgets, and it's backed up with OAuth 2.
Awesome. So when we're going to create that, that's now created that. It's pushed it through to Jira, has it?
Let's have a look, shall we? Just quickly refresh the page.
Right, so I can see we've got a ticket there creating the activity stream in Jira. What happens if I haven't left connections? I'm not interested in Jira, I just want to be in connections.
Okay, let's have a look.
How do I know you've created that ticket?
So we're going to have a look at the activity stream here. And there we are. There's the issue in connections.
Awesome. And I can even see there's a link straight back if I want.
That's right.
Okay, but what happens if, again, I don't want to go to Jira, I want to stay here? Any type of embedded experience?
Sure, so we've got Open Social Embedded Experience here.
Ah, great. So now I can see all the details about the Jira ticket pulled right there into connections. Even Jira's, what appears to be its configurable workflow.
That's right. We've got configurable workflow and commenting as well here.
Oh, well, throw me a comment.
Okay, here's a comment. And comment. Maybe a comment. There it is. So we've created a comment here, and we're going to have a look over
Into Jira?
in Jira.
Excellent.
Yay, there it is.
It works. Excellent. So that's a little bit of connections integration with Atlassian there. What about same time? What have we got for that?
So we're here in Jira, right?
Right.
And we've put same time presence and same time functionality right here in Jira.
Awesome. So I'm online there, I think. We've got the standard sort of right-click functionality. You can start a chat with me.
Okay,
Go
let's
ahead.
start a chat.
Actually, it's gone off. Send me a message. Unfortunately, mine has gone off, so that's okay.
Hi, Colin.
Awesome.
And
I'm offline. But
you're
doesn't
offline.
matter. Sorry about that. So we've got simple chat in Jira there, right there. What about all the other Atlassian products?
well, we've put this exact same functionality. We've put same time presence and same time functionality in Bamboo, which is Atlassian's continuous integration server, in Fisheye, which is a Subversion repo manager, also in Stash, which is a Git repository manager, and here in Confluence, the enterprise wiki.
Awesome. Well, that's a lot of applications. I use them all the time. They're my favorite Atlassian apps. And now we've got great integration with IBM. So what happens if I stay in these applications and I'm doing my activities in here?
Okay, let's create a page in Confluence.
I do that every day.
See what happens over in connections.
Right. So you're saying we're going to have two-way connections. I like it.
It's a little smiley face. So I've created this page in Confluence, and let's have a look what happens in connections. There it is.
Up on the activity stream?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So, I don't know, that excites me. I hope you guys like that. But anything else that we could show them?
Sure. So we've also added links to Confluence and Jira up here in the apps drop-down.
Handy navigation.
Yeah, that's right. And one more thing, we have mobile. So IBM Connections has a great mobile app. It's got really good mobile support. And we've been able to put Confluence activities and Jira activities and put this Open Social Embedded Experience in here. And we can do Jira workflow right here in the Connections app.
Or your favorite embedded experience right on your iPad.
That's right, yeah.
Awesome. I love it. So that's our demo. Thanks for coming. You can check that and other integrations we do at our booth at B57. Love to see you, and thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. That was great. So next we have a demo from Trilog. Please welcome John Tripp. John Tripp. So the Trilog group is best known for inventing the X-Pages programming model, something people in this room know a little bit about, right? So they've been doing innovative integration for social project management for a while. John is a former professional opera singer, unbelievably enough. I think he actually may sing this demo today, John. Is that right? He's also the father of, I thought it was 70 kids, but I guess it's 7 kids with an 8th.
Just 7.
Just 7. Okay, with an 8th on the way. And apparently he also has spare time where he writes a little bit of code and does some IT kind of stuff. So, John Tripp, over to you.
Hi, good morning. I'm going to present social project management with Project Exec 5 in Connections 4. Now, last year we presented in the Social Throwdown, and that was kind of a beta thing, but what you're going to see today is live and going to ship next month. What I'm going to show you here is 2 people on a project team using Project Exec and Connections to get their work done. I'm logged in here as Phil Collins, who's a member of the team, And he's actually in the Project Exec app. And to get to the Project Exec app, he went here to the Apps menu in Connections, and he went to Projects. Now, as you all know, the value of your social investment is related closely to how many people are engaged on the platform. But it's also multiplied by the number of business contexts in which you can engage them on the platform. And so that's what we've done with Project Exec, which is we've engaged a whole new business context into the IBM social platform. Now, let me give you a quick tour of this. This is the home page for one project. And on the left side, you see the activity stream that's specific to the project. You also see that this project is part of a connections community, and all of the stuff that's happening in this project is going to get aggregated into that community. We'll look at that in a second. We see a project health indicator here. We see that maybe the project needs a little bit of help right now, and we see some tasks. Now, before I go much further, I do want to show you that at the heart of every Project Exec project is a real project plan. We have this is our social Gantt chart, which has the functionalities you'd expect in a Microsoft project application, but what we're showing here at IBM Connect for the first time is that this is the first social Gantt chart. And just like we're embedding project management into the social platform, we're embedding the social capabilities of Connections right into the Gantt chart. And you see here that we have bookmarks to files that are related to the tasks in Connections, and we can start whole conversations about a task right from the Gantt chart and from any other context. Let me just switch out of here. So now I'm going to go back to the home page for Phil. And he sees that Al's asked a question. He's the project manager, says, where are we going? And Phil says, oh, I better update my tasks. So he's going to update his tasks right here in Project Exec. And he sees, oh yeah, we finished this second floor slab yesterday. And you see that the Project Health is updating interactively. And he's going to see that Al asked a question about the steel, so he's going to give a comment. The steel arrived today. And he's going to show off a little bit and post a video of yesterday's work. Now you see all this has been happening right here on the activity stream for the project. Let's see what's been going on over on the Connections side. Now when I log in over here, I'm logged in as Al, who's the project manager. And Al is working in Connections right now. And he sees that there's documents that have been posted from the social Gantt chart. He has his tasks that he can actually update from Connections. And here's the list of the projects that are related to this community. If I go over here to the community activity stream, you see that everything that's been going on Project Exec is also happening over here in Connections. You see that he can see the full embedded experience of the video that Phil posted on the wall over in Project Exec. And he can even play the video right here from that embedded experience and comment on it if he chooses. He sees that Phil's put in this comment, the steel arrived today, and that's a great thing because the project's been delayed because of the steel. And Al's going to comment here, great news, I will update the plan. And without having to switch context and make that pivot over to Project Exec, Al can close this down, and he can update the status right here from Connections. And I'll show you one last thing. If he had chosen to, he could have gone over here and actually opened the Gantt chart directly in Connections. Again, without having to make that pivot, working in whichever context he's in at the time, and he could update that task right here in the Gantt chart and save it, and you'll see that the Project Health will update interactively here in Connections. So that's just a short demo, and we're giving a full demo down in the theater at noon today, but I hope you can see that Project Exec and other social applications built into Connections can multiply your investment in the IBM social platform. Thanks very much.
Thanks, John. And finally, we have a demo from Dynamic Signal. Please welcome Russ Fraden. Dynamic Signal, this is Russ's 6th venture in the marketing space. It focuses on social CRM and social engagement. And to use up his extra energy, he runs marathons and triathlons. And he's also a great juggler, which seems appropriate in this business.
I am an excellent juggler. Thank you.
You should have brought your
we'll see if
flaming swords.
If there's any
perhaps.
delays in the demo, that would have been perfect. Actually.
Okay.
So I'm hoping I don't need them. So anyway, thank you, everybody. As I said, the CEO of Dynamic Signal. Dynamic Signal is a leading marketing technology company providing social CRM and employee engagement solutions. And I want to hop right in and show you what we're doing. Every executive at every brand, whatever your size, understands that your employees can be your greatest marketing asset. They're going to be the best at helping you close new business, at helping you attract and recruit and retain great talent, and basically being all around your advocates. So social media has provided a great set of risks and a great set of opportunities for you to partner with your employees and encourage their advocacy. Ton of threats if you're a brand. Number one, what's the content? Who's going to control the content that you would ideally like your employees to be able to share? As an employee, I don't want to just pimp for my company anything they want me to do. I want to be able to have access to the content that they'd like me to share across all of my various social networks. I want to be rewarded for the value I drive to my company when I choose to do so. And again, back on the corporate side, I want to make sure that I'm understanding the value each employee is driving. So we've taken our employee engagement solution and built it inside Connection so your employees don't have to go anywhere else. The first thing we're going to see is our administrator tool here. This is a Dynamic Signal product. And I'm going to come in here as the corporate communications, head of HR, CMO, something like that. And I'm going to take my video or my press release on IBM's great quarterly earnings that just came out, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to come in here, title, link, description. I'm not going to bore you typing all of this in. Here's the piece of content right here. And when I hit publish, what's going to happen is that content is going to get pushed into IBM Connections. It's going to get pushed into the news feed of all of your various employees, and it's highlighted over here in this link showcase widget, where this is the content that my company would love me to share. And if I share it using our tools, they're going to understand the value I've driven. So if I've driven $27,000 of media for my company at the end of the year, that's something they can value, that's something they can reward me for. Like I said, whether it's coupon distribution, whether it's job listings, whether it's PR, whatever it is. So I, as an employee, see, oh, good, IBM had a great Q4. I can earn 10 points for sharing this with all of my various networks. Now I'm going to wish I had juggling clubs. Let's see. There you go. I'm blaming Google for that delay. And so I, as an employee now, I've seen this content. This is content that IBM would love me to share about the brand. And you know what? I don't really like to share this kind of stuff on LinkedIn, so I'm going to share it just on my Facebook and my Twitter. All of these channels are already registered, so if I wasn't worried about interference, I'd also be demoing it to you on my iPhone, but the content just pops up on my iPhone. And if I hit yes, I'm going to hit share. So what's going to happen? Once I've hit share, it's going to say, first of all, I've been awarded 20 points. That's great. I can see my position on the leaderboard. It's also going to show that I've liked it inside Connections, and it's going to show my friends Nigel and Kevin that Russ just shared it in case they want to jump ahead of me on the leaderboard. But if we go over to Facebook, all right, you can see my cute kids, and we can scroll down, and there's the content that was actually shared. It was posted to my Facebook wall. If we go over to Twitter, same thing right here. IBM reports, great Q4, strong 2013. Obviously, I could have added my own comments earlier. I forgot that because it's a live demo. So the nice thing about this is I, as an employee now, am being encouraged to advocate for my company with the content they actually want me to share, and because it's being tracked, I can be rewarded for it. Fundamentally, on the administrator side, I come in later and I click on this piece of content, and now over here I can see the activity. How many shares, how many clicks, what was the reach, and most of all, how much actual earned media value was delivered. So when you're pushing coupons, asking your employees to share those with their friends on Facebook, or when you're asking them to review a product, or the video you're going to run, the ad you're going to run during the Super Bowl, you can partner with your employees and have them share that across their channels, understand the actual value, and track it. So that's Dynamic Signal. I'm Russ. Feel free to come check out the demo later. We are, that's right, B47. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Russ. That was awesome. You want to stay here or you want to go over there? Congratulations to the 5 organizations that you, the audience, chose to participate
It's 10 o'clock.
in today's session. What a great challenge. That was amazing.
And now, this isn't your last chance to show what you can do. There's also an open NTF Appathon Social App Dev Challenge in the first half of 2013. One is